How did you expose the real predator when everyone thought it was you? My student Katie's stepfather destroyed my teaching career with one coached lie about me touching her during tutoring. I threw up in the parking lot after they suspended me, hands shaking so bad I couldn't unlock my car. The PTA president everyone trusted versus a male teacher alone with his stepdaughter. Of course they believed him. Katie recited her story like a script, staring through me at something terrifying behind my shoulder. 20 years of perfect reviews meant nothing as parents yanked their kids from my classes. The principal couldn't look at me. We have to protect the children, you understand. My whole life crumbled in his office. I went through 3 lawyers before finding one who'd even take my case, and she only agreed after I emptied my retirement account to pay her retainer up front because male teachers accused of this stuff don't usually win. The phone company fought our subpoena for 2 weeks, claiming privacy concerns, until my lawyer threatened to go to the media about them protecting a potential predator, and that's when we finally got those text messages that made my hands shake. Remember what we practiced about Mr. K, and don't forget what happens if you change the story, he'd written to Katie. But even that wasn't enough because the prosecutor said it could mean anything. My lawyer's investigator spent weeks trying to talk to Katie's friends, but their parents kept slamming doors in his face, terrified of getting involved with the pedo teacher case, until one mom finally listened and realized her daughter had been crying about keeping Katie's secret. 3 different girls had the same story once their parents finally let them talk, each one saying Katie told them her stepdad was forcing her to lie about me. But we needed more than hearsay from 12-year-olds. This girl Haley had saved a Snapchat that almost got deleted when her mom tried to wipe her phone. Katie's message saying, "I hate doing this to Mr. K, but he said he'll hurt me worse if I don't." And I sat in my lawyer's office staring at those words, knowing this kid was being tortured into destroying me, but still not having enough proof. The breakthrough almost didn't happen because Susan had been standing by her husband completely, refusing my lawyer's calls and threatening restraining orders until she found Katie's diary by accident while looking for missing homework. That little pink notebook shoved between the mattress and box spring held 6 months of absolute hell written in purple gel pen, documenting everything he did when Susan worked night shifts, how he made Katie practice her lies in the bathroom mirror until she could say them without crying. Susan called my lawyer sobbing so hard she could barely breathe. "Oh my God, what has he done to my baby?" And I could hear her world falling apart through the phone while mine started piecing back together. The school counselor initially refused to share her notes, citing confidentiality, until my lawyer got a court order that revealed Katie had scheduled an appointment the week before. Everything happened, but canceled after her stepdad found the slip. When we mapped the timeline, I felt my blood run cold because Monday, she made the appointment. Tuesday, he found it. Wednesday, he filed charges against me, and suddenly, the prosecutor started listening. At the emergency school board meeting that we fought for 3 weeks to get, Susan stood up holding that diary with shaking hands and told everyone, "This man tried to destroy an innocent teacher to cover his crimes against my daughter because Katie chose Mr. K as her safe person, and he knew it, and those parents who'd condemned me finally realized they'd been protecting a predator." The judge's knuckles went white, gripping his gavel as he spit out each verdict like poison he needed out of his mouth. Guilty of child abuse, guilty of filing false reports, guilty of witness tampering, 20 years minimum, and I saw the stepfather's whole body deflate like someone cut his strings. When Katie's face appeared on the video screen, the entire courtroom held its breath as she whispered, "He said if I didn't say it exactly right, he'd hurt my baby brother the same way he hurts me when mommy's at work." And a woman in the back row started sobbing so loud the bailiff had to help her outside. My legs gave out when they said my teaching license was reinstated, and I had to grab the table to keep from collapsing. The settlement money meant nothing compared to Katie's letter months later saying, "Dear Mr. K, thank you for being the teacher I could trust, even when he made me hurt you. Mom says you're the reason I'm safe now." When Susan brought her to my classroom last week, Katie looked like a different kid with this weight lifted off her shoulders, and when she hugged me whispering, "I'm sorry," I held her tight and said, "None of this was your fault. You were just trying to survive."